السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. اللهم فقهنا في الدين. اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا آمين يا رب العالمين. So here we are with our session number 84 for our basic to intermediate Nahw and Sarf, and inshallah we are going to cover in today's session Ayatun Noor, inshallah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So I am going to start, and there are few questions that are there on the slide on the document as well. Why are huruf nasiba also called huruf nasikha? I'm expecting that you must have seen them, and please try to attempt them as well. Then there was a question, can mubtada be common? What do you think about this one? This one is, we have recently covered, so I would imagine that everyone knows it by now, right? There is a possibility, right? Very good job. Beautiful job. So I am going to start with the in the name of Allah, with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's see here. Allahu nurus samawati wal ard. So here, Allah, when the ayah starts, it goes on to say that Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. So, what type of a sentence? So, first of all, with every ayah, I will do this drill. The first thing to answer is what type of sentence we are seeing, right? So, is it jumla ismiya, jumla feiliya? Is it a nominal sentence or a verbal sentence? So, we don't have any verb in there. So, it is a nominal sentence. And to be precise, it is jumla ismiya. In jumla ismiya, what are the different parts of jumla ismiya? There's mubtada, there's khabar. Very good job. Mubtada and khabar. So the subject and the predicate. What seems to be the subject? What seems to be the subject in question in here? What will we call mubtada? Mubtada is lafzul jalala. Then comes nuru. Nuru. What will you label nur? Allah is light. So it is khabar. It is khabar. And then how can you connect Noor with As-Samawati? Can you connect it? Mudaf, Mudaf ilahi. First word is light, no alif lam. Second word is, jar works for me. I'm going to make it jar with Nurus Samawati. For Mudaf ilahi, one condition that must be met. For Mudaf ilahi, one condition that must be met is that it must be what in status? What is the requirement for Mudaf ilahi? What is the grammatical ruling for Mudaf ilahi? It must be jar in status. It must be jar in status. Mudaf ilayhi cannot be mutalik bil khabar. Mudaf cannot be mutalik bil khabar if it has nothing to do with time and place. In case of Nurus Samawati, is it a ism? Is it a noun of time? Is it a noun of time? No. So you just call Noor as the khabar, which is, which should be the status of a standard khabar. So you are just going to label Noor as khabar. As-samawati is its mudaf ilayhi. Now you are going to connect Waw and al-ard to whatever has been mentioned before. Waw is going to be harf atf and al-ard is going to be called what comes after waw, the name given to an ism that follows waw, or name given to a sentence that follows waw is matuf. Matuf, and that is the right answer to that. What is going to be matuf alayhi for al-ard? What is going to be matuf alayhi for ilayhi for ard? As-samawat. Very good job. It is not a sifa. It is not a sifa for samawat. It is a matuf. As-samawat is matuf alayhi for al-ard. Okay. Is it clear to each and every one of you, right? That it is not there's no mawsuf sifa in here, right? And this does not make sense to call them mawsuf sifa. There is matuf alayhi, matuf connected through harf atf. Everyone with me so far? Allah is the light of the skies and the earth. Why am I saying the skies and the earth? So the skies Hmm? Where is what is proper here? What is proper here? As-samawat was proper and it made Noor proper. And in here, al-ard is proper because of al in the beginning, right? So if I asked you why is Noor proper, you are going to say there is it's mudaf ilayhi is proper. If I asked you why is as-samawat proper, you are going to say al is there. If I asked you what made al-ardi proper, what is the answer to that? Everyone should answer. You are all here as a student. You are not here, as a visitor or a guest. You are, yes, you are my guest, my most beloved guest, my most beloved students, but you all have to answer, okay? I'm going to tease you until you all answer, inshallah. Okay, so now you understand that Allah is the light of the skies and the heaven. And now Allah is giving us a parable. Masalu nurihi kamishkat. Masalu nurihi kamishkat. So his example of his light is like a niche. So now again, we are not going to jump our guns here. I will keep on scolding those who answer the question who I have not asked. So in here, jumla ismiya, what type of sentence? Number one, as Rabia, Shanaz, everything, everyone is saying it is jumla ismiya. Now, in the session that I conducted where I was taking your feedback, and your feedback is most important thing to me, and there are changes that have been made based on your feedback. You have been added to our word to word channel, right, to our word to word group, alhamdulillah, because of your feedback to help you enhance your vocab. And whatever we have discussed, inshallah, we are going to fulfill all the requests, and we'll be honored to fulfill them, actually. So just at that time I gave you a hint how to figure out your where the sentence is beginning and where is it ending. Can anyone tell me what I told you in that session, that how can you figure out that this is the end of the sentence? The small letters, Freya is saying, yes, your wakuf, your stop signs, this Jim in here, the Jim in here is telling you that this sentence is ending here. It is connected in meaning to whatever is mentioned after it, but grammatically, the sentence has stopped at Jim. Is this clear to all of you? This is a marking done by scholars, grammar scholars, and one may differ from other. One may differ from other. This is not something that Quran came with. There can be a difference of opinion. However, this will help us understand that now, this is so much related to, this part is grammatically connected, and now there is another thing which may be connected in meaning, but grammatically there is, the sentence has already ended and the full stop is at Gene. Everyone got it? Right? So these signs, Jim, Sali sign, and your Kali sign, yeah, these, all those signs are indicative of, that, there is, you can stop there. Okay. So now the next sentence was Masalu Nurihi Kamishkat. I have done this for you, and this is this has been done for you just so that, because this is the first time and there are still lot to learn. There's still lot to learn. This is just the beginning of a very of a lifelong journey, I would say. Okay, so now see, masalu. You already told me this is jumla ismiya. You have to find out parts of jumla ismiya. Jumla ismiya has mubtada and khabar. Jumla ismiya has mubtada, khabar, muta'alliq bil khabar. Khabar sometimes may be there and sometimes may not be there. Sometimes the sentence may have all three. Sometimes it may have just mubtada and khabar, and sometimes sentence may have mubtada and muta'alliq bil. Okay, everyone with me so far? In here, masalu nurihi. What will you label masalu? Masalu is your mubtada. Everyone is calling it mubtada. It is a subject. That is his example of his light. Okay. Masalu is not only mubtada, but it is also light, no alif lam, so it can be mudaf to, and you can connect in ism which is coming in just status after it through idafa, because there are only few reasons for a word to be jar in status. Only three reasons. Either it is going to be mudaf ilayhi, or it is going to be beaten up by harf jar, or the third reason is it is a the third reason. Who can tell me? Why? What are the three reasons we learned in term one for a word to be jar in status? Follower, follower. Very good job. Very good job. If it is a follower, for example, if it's in here, if I ask you the first example, why is al ardi jar in status? Can anyone tell me? Why is it jar in status? It's a follower. It is matuf, right? Why is as-samawati jar in status? It is mudaf ilayhi. But made as-samawat jar, it is jar because of mudaf ilayhi. As-samawat, as-samawat is jar because it is mudaf ilayhi. Why al-ardi is jar? Because it is a follower of as-samawat. How is it a follower of as-samawat? Is it a sifa or is it an atf? It is matuf on that, right? So in here, atf is working. So you are going to tell me that it is matuf. That is why it is jar in status. Type 1 if you are all with me, my dear students. Alhamdulillah. So let's continue. Masalu nuri, mudaf mudaf ilayhi. Ism and pronoun together. Whenever a grammar rule, one of the grammar rules in first term given to you, ism with pronoun, make idafa. Ism with pronoun. His light, right? His light is going to be, or light of his is making an idafa. Nuri is light. Just like masalu, Nuri does not have any al, so it is going to be mudaf. He is attached pronoun. And if I ask you the status of this attached pronoun, what is the status? It is jar in status because it is mudaf ilayhi, and the only one condition for mudaf ilayhi is that it must be jar in status. It can be plural, it can be singular, it can be proper, common, anything. It can have al, it can have anything, but it must be jar in status, and it is jar in status because of idafa. So the Arabic term for that is majroor bil idafa. B sometimes can be translated as because of idafa or majroor with idafa. B can be with idafa. B can be translated as with as well, like bismillah, in with the name of Allah, right? So keep in mind. So masalu nurihi, example of his light, are going to be together because everything is connected. You are going to keep what is connected connected. Don't separate them. So masalu nurihim is going to be going in the same bucket. But if I asked you what is a mubtada, the answer should be masalu. Masalu is mubtada. But if you write nuri, jar bil idafa, or it is mudaf ilayhi, he, mudaf ilayhi, and then put them together in one bucket, that's going to work for me. Kamishkat, one word or two word? There is kamishkatin, kamishkatin, two words. There is ka, bata, kaf, lam, waw, min, fi, an, ila, ala, hatta, right? So from there you have kaf, and kaf is making mishkatun, mishkatin. So jar wal majroor in jumla ismiya is labeled as muta'alliq bil khabar, MBK. How many of you are with me so far? Okay, very good job. Very well done. Now I'm going to give you another sentence. I'm going to present to you another sentence. So example of his light is like a niche. Niche, how many of you are aware of what is a niche? You know, there's an indentation in a wall that goes back and you can put stuff in there for decoration. It is very much seen in Mediterranean countries, right? So that niche. Fiha misbah. In it is a lamp. In it is a lamp. So now fiha is going to be fiha misbahun is going to be what type of a sentence? Fiha misbahun. Everyone should type. Everyone should give me an answer. It's a jumla ismiya. In here, jumla ismiya, fiha jar wal majroor muta'alliq bil khabar muqaddam, because it has been brought forward, and you have learned that in few sessions ago. If something is before where it is supposed to be, you give it a term muqaddam. It has moved forward, it has taken a step forward, qad from qadam, qadama. So muqaddam. Misbahun is going to become mubtada muakhar. Mubtada muakhar. Why is mubtada common? Can anyone tell me the reason why mubtada is common? One of the 14 reasons. Because there was a jar wal majroor before. Because there is a jar wal majroor before, it is permissible for mubtada to be common. It is permissible for it to be common. Okay, very good job. So there is a delay. Very good job. It is at the end, so you can say that that could be the reason. Now, when you look at your musaf, you can ask me, um, there is no so Saima, you have treated these two as separate sentences, but there is no sign in here, right? Does that bother you? Why they are separated, though they are um we are treating it as a simple sentence. Okay, let me ask you a question, and now this is something that is coming up in the next few sessions. Sometimes your sifa can be a whole sentence. Okay, your sifa can be a complete sentence, can act as a sifa. Um for example, in Arabic it's very easy to explain it. In English it is sometimes become very difficult. Okay. um okay, let me tell you. A niche in which there is a lamp. Does it make sense? In which there is a lamp is a description for mishkat. In which there is a lamp. Is it giving you, describing what this niche is about? Is it giving you a description of the niche? What type of niche is it? Right? Sometimes in niche there may not be a lamp, right? So since this sentence is describing mishkat, this is describing mishkat, so you can you can say that that is why, since this is describing mishkat, that there is, that is a reason there is no sign in here, and it is still treated as a separate sentence. You are going to treat it as a separate sentence. Does that clarify everything for you all? Type 1, brother Ali, are you with me? Does it make sense now that why there is no sign, and we are treating it as two separate sentences, but we are still able to connect the two sentences. Sometimes a sentence is going to give you a description of an ism. Okay, so example of his light is like a niche in which there is a lamp. In which is a lamp. There's a lamp in it. So there is a lamp in it. This is describing mishkat. And now, this is not something we have covered yet, but this is for the upcoming sessions. But I'm just giving you a reason why there is no sign in here, but still they are treated as separate sentences. But you are going to learn it very soon. And this ha, what is this ha referring to? What is this ha referring to? It is referring to Mishkat, right? It is referring to Mishkat, right? So now you understand how it is so very important to know your pronouns, right? And how you can make connection between one sentence to another sentence, how you can connect sentences, and you're seeing that happening. And it's going to be happening to, in the next few sessions, you will be learning all this. That how you are going to treat a sentence, you are going to connect a whole sentence with a ism before it, which is going to be commonism. And mishkat, is it a commonism? Noor is being compared to, is example of his noor is like niche. It is like a niche, your rib cage, right? Your rib cage. And in the rib cage is a lamp, and that lamp is the heart. Okay. Hmm. Okay, now let's look at the next sentence. Okay, and let's do little more grammar. Okay. Al misbahu fi zujaja. Al-misbahu fi zujaja. What type of a sentence? Jumlatul ismiya? Yes or no? Where is the mubtada? Where is mukhabar or muta'alliq bil khabar? Al-misbah, label al-misbah for me. Al-misbahu, mubtada, fi zujaja is going to be jar wal majroor muta'alliq bil khabar. Everyone got it? Right? Okay. Then comes, and see how the silly sign came, and then starts a new sentence. Az-zujajatu ka'annaha kawkubun kawkubun duriyun. So az-zujaja. What are we going to label this as zujaja to? It is going to become again another jumla ismiya. As zujaja to is rough. It is going to be mubtada, right? But now what type of a khabar do you have? What type of a khabar are you seeing? Inna, anna, ka'anna, laita, la'alla, lakinna. What did I tell you? Anytime you see these, you think about a sentence. Yes or no? Did I not ever tell you? Everyone knows that and anytime you are going to see inna, anna, ka'anna, lakinna, laita, la'alla, you are going to start to think about a new sentence beginning, right? Okay. So ka'annaha, do that for me. Do the Arab of ka'annaha as if it is. Okay. Harf nasb. Ka'annaha. Ka'anna is taken together. Ka'anna I have taught you as a harf nasb together, right? Harf nasb together with ha, which is its ism, right? Ka'anna and ismuha, right? Ka'annaha. Ka'anna and ismu ka'anna. Everyone, is this clear? Ha in here is ismu ka'anna. Kaukubun is going to be what? Kaukubun. Kaukubun is going to be khabru ka'anna, right? So now you have a zujaja. In the lamp there is a zujaja and it is like kaukubun duriyun, right? So in here you are seeing kaukubun as a khabar and kaukubun has duriyun as its sifa. This is how you want to label it, right? Okay. So now, are they matching in all four properties? Do you think they are matching in all four properties? Alhamdulillah. Okay. So now that you have the lamp in a glass and the glass as if it was a brilliant star, now see here, what will be this ka'annaha hafnas wa ismuha kawkubun duriyun? How will you connect this sentence with az-zujaja? How will No, you don't separate it, Aram. You're going to keep ka'anna as ka'anna. Treat it as ka'anna. Don't separate it. It is going to be the khabar for az-zujaja. Very good job. The whole sentence is khabar. Shirina, very proud of you and you and Musarat, and then there are other sisters who were able to answer that. Sarah, very good job, and Sister Shahnaz, as again um, out of class, I think, and I've not yet asked the status. Okay, if you have khabar as your sentence, if your sentence is coming up as khabar, instead of calling it rough, what was the term I taught you? You're going to use it or use for it. It is going to become fi mahalli raf'in. Fi mahalli raf'in. So you see, there is no sign. You know that this is entirely connected, right? This is all connected, right? Az-zujaja ka'annaha kawkubun duriyun. Az-zujaja ka'annaha kawkubun duriyun. Yuqadu min shajaratin mubaraka. So yuqadu. Now there is what type of a sentence? With yuqadu, waw, qaf, dal are the root letters. And there is a ya in the beginning. There is a ya in the beginning. So it is jumla failure. Jumla failure. And it is going to be jumla failure. And then there is a what type of fail mudare it is? If it is fail mudare, what type of fail mudare it is? Is it ma'loom or majhul? Look at the signs. Look at the harakat and u-a should make you think of majhul. If it was yuqidu, it would have been ma'loom. It is yuqadu, it is majhul. U-a for mudare, majhul. Everyone now remember, when there is u-a, it is going to be majhul. If it was u-e, but if there is it can be u-e, in that case you are not going to call mudare majhul. There are certain mudare that have to have the ma on the ya. Okay, that they have all those fail that are four lettered, they must have dhamma on the on alamatul mudare. So but in that case you will look at the word and you will see, is it making oo a sound or oo e sound. If your mudare is making oo e sound, it is maloom. If it is making oo a sound, it is going to be majhool. Everyone with me so far? Yuqadu is going to be majhool. Every majhool is going to have a pronoun. Maloom, majhool, everyone has a pronoun. What is a pronoun in yuqadu? Give me the pronoun. It is naibul file. Very good job, Sarah. And what is this naibul file? Is this hua, hiya, whom? What is it? It is naibul file, and here is hua yuqadu, hua yuqadu. Everyone with me so far? Damir mustatir, hua is the naibul file. Then comes min shajaratin. Min shajaratin. Jar wal majroor coming in jumla filia. Now in failure, in jumla failure, you are in jumla failure. So shift gears. Instead of calling it MBK, now it is going to be MBF, right? Shajaratin mubarakatin. Can you connect shajaratin mubarakatin? You can connect it as Mausuf was sifa, right? They are matching in all four properties, both jar, both common, both singular. So they are making Mausuf was sifa. Okay. Now, zaytunatin. Zaytunatin. So it is a shajara which is very blessed tree, and it is an olive tree. So how do you want to treat it? So for now, if you want to call it, want to call it sifa, I will be okay with that. For now, we will be okay with that. Okay. Now there is something else coming. La sharqiyatin wala gharbiyatin. Neither easternly nor westernly. So it is very balanced. It is not deviating. It is not someone who is deviating, who he's Hanif, very straight, very focused. Huh? So in here, La Nafia, it is La Nafia, Sharqiyatin is going to be the sifa for shajara, the tree. Tree is very balanced, okay? And then how are you going to connect wala gharbiyatin with whatever has been mentioned before? Atf. What is going to be matuf for gharbiya? Atf. So what is matuf alayhi? What is matuf alayhi for gharbiya? Sharqiya. Very good job. This sharqiya is matuf alayhi for gharbiya. Is this clear? Alhamdulillah, everyone got it? So min made shajara jar, right? Min shajaratin majroor because of min. Mubarakatin, why is it jar in status? And we only have 15 minutes left. Because it is a follower, it is a sifa. Zaytunatin, another follower, right? And we are calling it just another sifa for now. And that's why it has to be jar. La sharqiyatin, another follower for shajara. Following it in its status, very obedient, is a sifa for shajara. And when it comes to gharbiya, what is the reason for it to be jar? It is jar because of atf, because of waw atf. It is majroor bil atf. Majroor, it is jar in status. Bil atf means because of atf. Okay, is this clear to all of you? Everyone got it? Now, there is a very strange, a different type of a fail that you have here. Yakadu. Yakadu, can you identify that this is a fail? Fail mudare, very good job, very good job. And in here, what is going to be the pronoun in here? Don't call it file, just call it a pronoun and stay like that. Huwa is the pronoun, and comes after yakadu. Huwa is a pronoun, but comes after yakadu. Zaytuha, zaytuha, which is going to be now an outside something for yakadu. Okay, so it is something outside of yakadu. So now huwa gets cancelled. Huwa gets cancelled. Don't call this one as a doer. Don't treat it as a doer. I'm going to write in your notes for now. I want to submit this to me before Thursday, and this sheet has to be submitted before Thursday. This yakadu, and the ism after it, which is rough in status, just write on it that this is an idafa. This is an idafa with a zaitu and har making idafa, and we are going to learn about this one later. Okay, is this clear to all of you? For now, we are not going to talk about it. Oh, no, why not? Why not? We should talk about it. If I tell you it is something similar to Laysa, just like Laysa does not have an action, it does not have an action. Yakadu means it is almost. It has to have something after it to convey a complete meaning. It's almost about to light up. So what should I label Zaitu now? Ismu Kada, very good job. Ismu Yakadu, very good job. Just like Lesa cannot take a file, this is also kind of it is a nakis, not kind of nakis, it's very nakis. So it is going to become Ismu Yakadu. Zaitu is going to become Ismu Yakadu. And Ha is the Mudaf ilayhi, as you can see very well. It is following a light ism with no alif lam. Everyone with me? It is almost. Zaytuha, its oil is almost. Almost. Does it need something after it, a khabar, to convey a complete meaning? What do you think, guys? Right? No, it's so if I give you oil would almost, oil would almost. Zaytu is oil. Its oil would almost. Is it conveying a complete meaning? Is it giving you a complete meaning? Or you need a khabar to have a complete meaning? It is not giving you a complete meaning. It is nakis, guys. It is nakis. So let's get a complete meaning. Yudi'u, it's oil, almost, it's oil, almost glow forth. So when Yudi'u came, does it now have a complete meaning? Khabar is needed here. When something is nakis, if you go back to your notes, you will find that something that is nakis, it is written there that something that is nakis will need khabar to convey a complete meaning. Okay, it is going to need a khabar to have a complete meaning. What type of a khabar are you seeing here with yakadu? I'm glad that I did Laysa with you guys, and that helped us with Ayatun Noor. I was very disappointed to see that, oh, I have to now say about this one. This we will cover it later. This is such a beautiful ayah. I wanted to touch upon each and every word here. Okay, so yudi'u is jumla failure, right? Yudi'u, dod, waw, and hamza are the root letters. Daw. So it is a sentence. It is a complete sentence which is coming up as a khabar. It is a sentence which is coming as a khabar. So now, when you have something nakis, what is it? What does it do? The khabar becomes nasb. The khabar becomes nasb, just like with laysa. So when a khabar is not a singular ism and it is a jumla, when it is a complete sentence, you, instead of calling it nasb, you are going to call it fi mahalli nasbin. That's all that you need to do. Fi mahalli nasbin, khabru kada. Ismu kada is zaitu, khabru kada is yudi'u, and it is fi mahalli nasbin because it is a sentence. How many of you are still confused about kada yakadu? So, Aviva, you still confused? You are confused? Okay. So yakadu, it is almost. Kada means it is almost. It is a fail that indicates nearness. I'm almost going to finish my homework. When I say that, right? When I say that, I'm almost going to finish my homework. Akadu, and then finish my homework can come, right? So I'm almost needs something after it. Finish my homework. So I'm almost. If I just say I'm almost, does it give you a complete meaning? Huh? It does not. So then, if it is not giving you a complete meaning, if it needs a khabar to convey the complete meaning, you are going to call that fail naqis. And fail naqis, when it enters a sentence, it the sentence is treated as jumla ismiya, and in here the pronoun or an ism raf coming after that fail is labeled as ismu fail naqis. So in here zaitu is ismu kada, zaituha becomes ismu kada. So you cannot no longer call it doer because there is no action. Absolutely correct, Shrina. And yudi'u is going to become khabru kada, because now it is the sentences has to be treated like jumla ismiya. Jumla ismiya does not have, you know, the same things as jumla ismiya. You have to figure out, now your jumla ismiya parts. The khabar is your jumla failure. Jumla failure has yudi'u, that has huwa yudi. This is huwa yudi'u. And the status of jumla failure, when I asked you, in fail world it is marfu bid dhamma, but in context of the sentence in here it is going to be fi mahalli nasbin habru khabru kada. Fi mahalli nasbin khabru kada, because khabar of fail naqis is always going to be nasbin status or fi mahalli nasbin. Everyone with me so far? Type 1 if you are. And if you are not, you can always go back to the recording. Okay? Then, walau lam tamsashu naran. Even if even if the I'm not going to do anything here. Walau, don't, wow, is a connector, is atf. Very good job. Low, we can skip this one. You can go to lam. You can go to lam. It is from your harufe jazima group. What do you expect to see after it? You see mudare majzoom. In here, the sign of majzoom status is, what is the sign of majzoom status? Sukoon, fail with who. When who comes with a fail, it becomes mafulun bihi, right? Right? It becomes mafulun bihi. So, and narun becomes tamsas is, what is, when ta is in the beginning, there are two possibilities, right? When ta is alamatul mudare with nothing after it, it can be either hiya tamsas or anta tamsas, but there is a doer outside. So we will know for sure that only hiya tamsas can take an outside doer. Anta tamsas can never take an outside doer. So this is hiya tamsas, and nar is an outside doer for tamsas. Why is nar treated as feminine? Why we are using tamsas, which is hiya? Why is this used? Because it is nar is our heard feminine. Arab said so. So it is muannas samai. So it's almost going to glow even if the fire does not touch it. Okay, so it doesn't. It has so much compassion, so much iman. That's all it whose oil would almost glow forth on its own, even if fire does not has not touched it. Fire has not even touched it. See? Nurun ala nur. Light upon light. So again, a sentence, everyone tell me if you're able to appreciate that after Jim, I'm seeing another sentence. And this is, guys, this is my only way of teaching you that, these are the signs. When you find these signs for a beginner student, they are going to be extremely helpful. A new sentence starting after jim, waqfe ahsan. You can stop here. You can pursue after, you want to connect, you can connect. But nurun ala nur, light upon light. Nur is going to be your mubtada, ala nur is going to be jar wal majroor mutaalliq bil khabar. And then comes another sentence after kali sign, yahdillahu li nurihi. Allah guides to his light whomever he wills. And then Yahdi is going to be Huwa Yahdi, right? And in here, what is the status of your fail? What is the status of your fail mudare? Fail mudare can be mansoob, majzoom, marfu. What is the status in here? It is rough in status. It is rough in status because of damatul muqaddara, right? With damatul muqaddara, sometimes there are when ya, alif, and waw are there, they cannot take dhamma. So we can say that there is an assumed dhamma. There is an assumed dhamma muqaddara. Very good job, Sajida. So it is rough in status. It is huwa yahdi. We are saying lafzul jalala, which is marfu li ta'zim, and it is going to be outside doer. Allah guides. Nobody, but Allah guides to his nur, to his light. لنوره, لنور, jar wal majroor. Now in jumla failure, call it muta'alliq bil fail. MBK will be considered incorrect answer, right? Incorrect. Jar wal majroor muta'alliq bil fail. Nurihi, mudaf mudaf ilayhi. His light. Again, light ism with a pronoun, you make an idafa, right? He is jar because of idafa. Yahdillahu li nurihi. Whomever. Any, it can be anyone. It can be anyone. The sister that you found, is very flashy, or you think she's little crazy. Allah can guide her to His light. People like me, very fine examples of that. So okay, man is going to be, what is man doing here in Jumla failure? We have fail, we have file, we have mutalik bil fail, and it is answering what type of a question for you? Five mafailul khamsa. It is answering your who question. It is answering your who question. Who does Allah guide? And it means who as well, right? So this is answering your who question. So it is going to become your mafulun bihi. It is your mafulun bihi. Yasha'u, whomever he wills, it is connected to man. It is connected to man, and we will learn later how it is connected together. How is this going to be in the same bucket? Whomever he wills, and yasha'u is huwa yasha'u, and it is going back to huwa is going back to mm, Allah. But can this huwa go back to you know whomever can it go back to man as well, right? Yani Allah guides whoever wills, who wants to be guided. What do you think? What do you think? It can work both ways, right? Allah guides to His light whomever He wills and whoever wants to be guided, right? So keep that in mind. وَيَضْرِبُ Again, Jim sign. Make it, see how that session. Now I think back, I think it should have been recorded, but no one would have listened to it. I promise you that. So, but this one, وَيَضْرِبُ is going to be waw atf, and yadribu is your, again, jumla failure. Fail is rough in status because of Dhammatu Zahira, right? The sign of rough status in this fail is Dhamma Zahira. And Allahu is going to be outside word for Yadribu. Al Imsal is going to be Allah strikes. What does He strike? An example or the example. Linnas, for the people. Jar wal Majroor. Muta'alik bil fail. Wow, starting a new sentence, new topic. Wow, right? It's again, you for now you can just call it harf. Or atf is okay to be used, but sometimes it's not that correct, but that's okay. Because we have not learned the different types of wow. There are 15 types of wow. It is not for qasam, for sure. That is not for qasam. This one after qasam wow, remember we have learned that the word should be jar. Wallahi, the vow of oath makes an ism majroor, right? So Allahu becomes your Allahu bikulli shay'in alim. What type of a sentence? What type of a sentence? Jumla ismiya. Jumla ismiya. Allahu is going to be your mubtada. Bikulli shay'in. Bikulli jar wal majroor. It is your jar wal majroor. Muta'alliq bil khabar. Kulli shay'in together are making idafa. And alimun. Alimun, you have mubtada, you have jar wal majroor, which is muta'alliq bil, and alimun becomes your khabar, and this ends your ayatun nur. And Allah, Allah guides to His nur whomever He wills and whoever wants to be guided, right? And He presents examples for the people. and He is over everything, ever knowing. So this was your ayat an-Nur. Grammatically, I wish and I want you all to go over the tafsir of this ayah. This is beautiful job done by Ustad Yasir Qadi, right? If you, whoever you want to listen to, you can listen to scholar of your choice. I have no, I'm not a spokesperson for anyone, but they're all good. They're all good in their own, capacity. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that light and give us that zaytuha that is ready to ignite even without the fire touches it. It's already ready to, you know it's already ready to create all the magic. Okay, so the magic, the real magic is nurun ala nur. Okay, so may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this book a nur for us, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the light that stays with us and that makes us, walk swiftly on the, on Sirat, inshallah. So I will, this is about our Ayatun Noor. But before I end the session, I want you to listen to me. Just there was a question brought to me by one of the sisters. She was wanting to know what is Fail Lazim and what is Fail Mutaaddi. Your Fail Lazim, your Fail Lazim is a fail that cannot take mafulun bihi. For example, when I say, he sleeps, he slept. Can I add a mafulun bihi for that? Can I, and how I can check it? A litmus paper is that if I can add something or someone to a fail and it takes it, he slept something. Does it make sense? Is it a right way to say things? In Arabic, what you can do is you can add a who to the word. For example, if this word is fatahna, if I add who to it, fatahnahu. Fatahna means we opened. We opened. Can I add who to it? We opened it. Does it make sense? Absolutely, right? So if I can add a who to a fail, it means that that fail is mutaaddin and it can take a mafulun bihi. That fail is going to be called mutaaddi. But if I cannot add a who to a fail, for example, if it is fail like nama, he slept, I cannot add who to it. Can I? Will it make sense? To add a who? No. So that fail is going to be called lazim, the fail that cannot take a mafulun bihi. If I can I add a mafulun bihi to word akala? Akala means he ate. He ate. Akala. Can I add a mafulun bihi? Akalahu. He ate it. Right? He ate it. Right? So I can add it. So it is what type of fail? Akala. To eat is going to be mutaaddin. It is going to be fail mutaaddin. Something like shariba, he drank. Can I add who to it? Shariba who? He drank it. I can add, he drank water, he drank milk, right? I can add, and I can add it to it. I can add who to it. Shariba who? He drank it. It means that my fail is mutaaddin. If I say nasara, what do you think? Is it lazim or mutaaddin? Can nasara, it is mutaaddi. Add who to it. He helped him, right? He helped him. So it can take a mafulun bihi. Stay focused. Stay focused on the topic. Stay focused on the topic. Don't deviate. Stay focused. Okay. Don't do irad. Right. So whatever is being taught, focus on that one. Okay. So if you can take a fail and if you can add who to it, Sami'ahu, Sami'ahu. Sami'a means he heard. He heard, and if I add who to it, does it make sense? He heard it or he heard him, right? So what type of a fail is it's going to be? Is it lazim or mutaaddin? It is mutaaddin, right? Um, Khafa. Khafa. Khafa means he became fearful. He became fearful. He was afraid. Is it lazim or mutaaddin? He was fearful. Think about it. Khafa, lazim or mutaaddi? He became fearful. But can I add he became fearful someone? Can I add he became fearful something? Lazim. It is lazim. Just do this the same math. Don't add or he became fearful of. No, no. I did not say that you can add of. No, no. For now, I'm just telling you what is lazim, what is mutawaddin. You have to attach that something or someone directly to the fail. If I give you mata, he died. He died. What is it? Is it lazim or mutawaddin? Lazim. He died. It doesn't make sense. It is lazim. If I give you anzala, he sent down. Anzala, he sent down. Allah says it in Quran very many times. Mutaaddi, because he sent it down, right? He sent the book down. He sent down something. I can add something to it, right? If I give you a word like arsala, he sent. Arsala, he sent. Mutaaddi, because he sent someone, right? It is mutaaddi. So we'll continue to practice these exercises, inshallah. But I will finish the session here. I already took 6 more minutes, as always. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Take care of yourselves. May Allah give you a lot of barakah in your health, in your life, and lots of khair. Ameen.